Hey, what's happening, everybody? Mac the Duelist coming at you from the TCG Enterprise, where we talk about all your favorite card games. So, you guys, it is that time once again to start our predictions. This time it's for the 2023 Banlist Predictions. It's a new year, so we might as well go ahead and get it on with a fresh start. We just had a recent ban list in December of 2022, so we might as well go ahead and have a new one coming up fairly quickly. The last ban list, not much happened with the exception of certain things did end up happening, with Mystic Mind getting banned, which was actually pretty interesting. To say for the very least, we need more things to get banned, especially for the obvious ones with the current format that we're in. So we'll go ahead and get on with it right now. First off, ban it. For Barrier Statue of the Storm wins. This thing needs to get out of here. All the win decks cheat this card out, and then you can't play anything out under your field. It'd be different if it was added to the hand, but they straight up just shoot it out from the deck. Nothing like that should be legal, especially if your opponent can't play anything. Then, Instant Fusion. Ban it. This thing is an EDZ cop-out for any level 5 fusion, especially for Terraments that could cheat it out with Instant Fusion. It's a very stupid card, and it's been way too long into the game with too much to spare for fun, basically. So we need to get rid of Instant Fusion right off the bat. Next, Terraments, Kid Kalos. Okay, yes, I am going into hate on towards Terraments here. I have been. It's a very stupid deck, very stupid meta, and it should not be allowed. It shouldn't. The deck has to get dropped down to size. The OCG did it, now the TCG. Now onto the singles. We're going with Danglong again. Yes, Danglong. Yang Zings are not doing a damn thing. And it would be more than perfect to have this thing come back. There's a lot of things that can come back from the ban list that should not even be on that ban list. And it would not even do anything in this current format. Now, Kashtira, Unicorn. This thing is stupid good and way too good for the deck, honestly. If you guys don't know Kashtira, it's basically the one that shoots all your stuff around on towards defense, and it basically locks out your field. Next, Keldo, the Sacred Protector. Yes, the Ishizu cards are mixed in with the Terraments, so they're using into other decks, but the engine is way too good, way too fast. This is the one that is allowing them to mill your cards out on top of theirs, and then it just allows them to go ahead and take a full-on advantage of the field, and it's too broken. It's too broken. It needs to get dropped down to size and put on towards notice. Next we have is Ancient Fairy Dragon. We already kind of know about this one. We already know that this one is going to basically be in the works because it already got an errata for the recent upcoming set. So once that ends up getting put into play, this will definitely end up coming back. It's a hard once per turn this time, which is actually great. Next, Bestial Magma Hut. Okay. I like this card. I like it a lot. I was actually going to put it in my Red Eyes deck, but here's the thing. This engine is way too powerful, plus the cards are getting harder to come by. I got it when it was $7. Now, this card is $15, almost $20. Way too hard to get, and definitely put the engine on towards notice. Next, Primeval Planet Paralirino. I don't care what it's called. This is for Terraments. This needs to drop down to 1. The OCG did it. We could do it too. I know that they have another spell coming, but the mix up for the 2, it needs to get a little bit of a hit. Next, Terraments Rhino Heart. This is the most stupidest one, the most stupidest combo starter for the entire deck, and it needs to really get dropped down to size. The deck is still functional even if all of them are still at 1. They're still topping the OCG right now, and they're all limited. Next, Thunder Dragon Colossus. Yes, it is time for this guy to come back. It would be awesome to see Thunder Dragons again. And honestly, I'd rather see Thunder Dragons than to see Terrament. I'll be honest with you. Because Thunder Dragons is pretty decent enough to say, but they can be stopped. Terraments are very limited on being stopped. Onto the semi-limited, you already know where I'm going with this. Tsuchinoko needs to come at 2. It needs to come at 2. It's about high time. I know we just got the Dark World structure deck, but I don't care. I want my dangers. I want my babies. I want my Dangerous to come back at 2 at least. I'm not saying to 3, but just a 2. Dangerous Tsuchinoko can definitely come back at 2. It's not even doing anything in the deck. It's not even top tier, at least for the very least. Next, Danger Jackalope. This thing also can come back. It could also come back. The Dangers are a good component, but they're not as strong as the Bestials. So the Bestial package is more stronger than the Danger package, I'll honestly say. Next, Triplet. Pot of Desires. This thing should not have gotten limited. I don't know why they were thinking about doing that. And then semi-limited is just put it back to 3. Just put it back to 3. I mean, I know they have the concern for Grand Maju, but I mean, Grand Maju's not even doing anything either, especially since they got back for the Dimension Shifter and all that, or the Barrier Dimension and all that, and Macrocosmos. Triplet, Yatagaratsu. It's not doing anything. The Yata Lock is still dead. It's way too slow to function, and it could definitely just get put out for 3. Honorable mentions. We have a very limited list towards this, but we'll go ahead and keep it intact. Max C, you already know, it's Max C. Pot of Greed is kind of a joke, but I would like to see how it would function right now. It would be interesting to see what would people do with the Pot of Greed, even though we already know what it does. What does it do? Draw 2 cards. Morphing Jar can definitely come back. It's not doing anything. It's a flip effect. I know there's a lot of cards that can take advantage of that, but it's way too slow. It's basically just to pitch out your hand and draw a new hand. Terraforming. A lot of this is a controversial card. People are definitely saying for Terraforming that it needs to go. Because it is a easy 2-hand for a field spell of any field spell of your choosing. But I mean, that's all that the card does. And to be perfectly honest, I mean, I would rather have a field spell to my hand, so I have something to replenish my hand, than to have it get cheated out onto the field, and it would either get, 1, destroyed, or overtake the whole entire field, which is not what Terraforming does. It's a little bit more of a controversial side, so I'll let you guys figure out what you guys want to think on that. You can comment down below. But definitely, people are saying Terraforming needs to get banned. I don't know why. I'd rather, like I said, I'd rather have it in my hand than to be a jerk and then cheat it out into the field like the Barrier statue. That's mean. Next, people are saying Electromite. Heavy Malfo's Electromite might end up coming back, maybe to limited, but I'll let you guys comment down below on towards that one. That's a little bit more of a controversial card, as I said, but I'll let you guys go ahead and make your judgment call on towards that. That's pretty much it as far as my take goes. There's other people who are saying other things. I don't really agree too much with what they are saying, but we're all pretty much all in agreement of the tier elements that have to get knocked down. The Ishizu cards, mainly the Keldo, needs to get dropped down to 1. The Instant Fusion needs to get banned, and also for all the other cards. I mean, a lot of people aren't going to agree with the Thunders, but I mean, it's fine. It is what it is. So, but anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys all into the next time. Don't forget to go ahead and like and subscribe, and also hit the post notification bell for updates of new predictions and ban list videos, and also deck profiles and duel videos. And I'll see you guys all into the next time. Happy gaming!